Hey, it's Ashley with Paint It Up. Welcome to the replay. We are going to paint a cute little goose, little patriotic goose. He's kind of silly, but you know, I think he'll be fun. So hit hashtag replay if you're watching the replay and say hey to me. Let me know how your day's going. Hope yours is going great. So let's start with some white and paint his body. Let me find a cup, put some paint in. Memorial Day is almost here, and I thought, you know, let's do something cute. Let's do a cute goose. Why not? So we're gonna paint our little guy here. He's gonna be a boy. Normally I do girls. Maybe, I don't know, he might be a girl. I have a tendency to always paint girls, but I went to my local hardware store today because that's my UPS drop off, and I meant to ask them if they had any more porch gooses, because I'd kind of like one maybe for the summer, and you know, to just, I don't know. I said I was never going to buy one, but I don't know, they're kind of cute. I see all these posts, y'all dressing her up, and I feel like maybe that would be good for my mental health to decorate a goose, you know? Hey, Gina. It would also probably be good for my mental health to be on medication, but we gonna do that. Oh, I'm such a dummy. All right, so we're gonna paint, I'm gonna do like these little sections, and I paint kind of messy because I'm gonna go back and clean it up. So I just get that white on there because I'm gonna go back and do like the color that it needs to be. But I know my stars are gonna be white. I know that those stripes are gonna be white. And then I'm gonna do the same down here. So I'll have some white stripes and red. We're gonna do like a red, white, blue bow and a red, white, and blue hat. It's kind of like an Uncle Sam goose. Okay. So I'll do like this, like the blue with the stars and then those stripes. Okay. I know, Gina. I never, like, I have my grandmother's like cookie jar that's like the goose, the original like vintage goose with the blue bow around it. I actually need to kind of touch it up. Why does my hair look like I have not combed it today? I don't even know. I did comb it, by the way. But I have it, and it's in my kitchen on my counter. It needs like some touching up, but it's cute. It's so cute. I think I'm gonna do this more kind of like that blue that is, you know, not royal blue, maybe. Is it kind of like a royal blue? I guess it is, yeah. Let's do that. Sorry. I might darken this up just a smidge. Just a little with some navy. Trying to use up some of these little bottles of paint and get them used up. Okay, let's mix that up and see how that turns out. I usually will kind of do like a navy, but I'm gonna switch it up on this one. So we're gonna paint the knot, and I'll come back and add some stars on here, I think. I think that'll be cute. And then I don't know, I might leave it without stars, but we'll see how it looks. But I'm gonna play around with it and see how it looks. So we'll do that blue, then I'm gonna do this part blue. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I was thinking today, like, looking at, like, yearbooks and, like, what are they called? Like, the homecoming week when they do, like, the dress-up days and stuff. You know, we did, like, 50s and, you know, like, the 70s Kids are doing like the 90s now, which is like when I was in school. And so that's how you know when you're old. When the kids in school are doing decade days, and the 90s is one of the decade days. Yeah. Sure thing. And when the cars that you know, that you had growing up are considered like vintage cars. So that's when you know. It's all downhill from there. Just put another coat of white on this because it dries. I put it on really thin and it dries really fast. I'm gonna do red for the other ones. Just want to get a good coat of white on there. Okay, and then my Goose, he needs another coat too. I'm gonna come back maybe and add like a little bit of gray in him. Not a lot, but maybe just a little bit. And we'll do his hat next, and then we'll work on his beak. I just thought this would be kind of fun. Little goose for the little patriotic goose for the front door or wherever. Wherever, you know. Okay. Oh, I'm smearing my blue. I'll just be getting all willy-nilly. All right, let's flip this around. I graduated in 98. No, girl, you ain't much older. No, I graduated in 98. Class of 98, baby. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry while I do the red. So, let's mix me up some red. I feel like I don't want to use straight from the bottle red. I want to maybe mix a little, I don't know, I kind of feel like that would be fun. Let's just go straight to the red. Let's just go straight for it. Usually I will do like it a little bit darker, like a lot more like a not burnt, but like a more darker red. So, but we're gonna do this bright red. We're gonna change it up. That's cute. Kilts. All right, then we'll do this little strip here. Okay. Hey, Sherry. I just made you feel better. Why is that? We are, because we're not old. We are not old. We are your spring chicken. Some days I feel really old, but my kids would probably be like, yeah, you're old. I get called a boomer all the time, so. Okay. There we go. And I see some of my art girls on here. So, y'all will have this loaded into the library later today for y'all to use if you want to cut one or paint one. I'll put, I'll actually probably add it as a canvas. I mean, you can, it'll have the JPEG in there, so if you want to do it as like a canvas tracer too. But I'll have the SVGs and templates in there for y'all a little bit later. Might be when I get home from church, but I'll get it in there. I try to do them the same day if there's something new that I paint. Of course, these are not part of your like ones that I did for I got so many ideas. Like, I'll never get all these ideas done, probably. Do the little stripes. I love patriotic decor. I got something I wanted to paint like a big canvas for my fireplace for 4th of July, because right now there's still a rabbit up there from spring, and I need to change it out for the summer. It needs something summery up there. You're a spring chick. You're a spring chick, Gina. My pastor says, he jokes and says when you join our church, you get, you know, it takes 10 years off of your age. So he always says he's 10 years younger than he is. And I'm like, praise God. Like, I will take it. I will take it. So I got his hat painted. And let's paint his, I'm going to paint the red stripes on here. Like I said, normally I don't do this color of blue or red when I paint something patriotic, but I'm kind of liking it. It's bright and fun. Usually I kind of do more of like a navy blue and then a more muted, or more darker red, but I really do the darker red because I don't end up having to do as many coats on it, but you know what? It's fine. I just like to hop on and paint something cute. I'm trying to get better about going live every day, but you know, life happens. I'll be working and be like, oh, I should have went live. Yes, girl, I'm here to encourage, you know. Laura, I'm telling you, like, I got to get with the program. That's the only thing, like, Eastery that I have out. But I need to get it, like, switched over to summer. And then everybody voted for me to have a pink front door, which literally goes with nothing for my 4th of July decor. And I originally thought, well, I might do, like, flamingos or something. But I love to do 4th of July, and that's just something I can keep up through like September till I switch over to like fall. And I have like buntings. I'll probably put those out next week to get ready for Labor Day. No, actually Memorial Day. Memorial Day. And sometimes I don't put, last year I don't think I put the buttons out until literally, I think it was like the day before July 4th. And I was like, oh, let's put these out. I forgot about them. Story. Or maybe it was the year before last. I can't remember, honestly. Okay. You would think I would have time to like change out decor and like make things cute in my house. I never do have time to do it. My house is always the last to get like decorated and be cute. You'd think I would do that. Sitting here doing all this stuff. I try to make everybody else's house cute and then I don't get to do mine. Mine's always last on the list. I'm trying to be better about that, and kind of show y'all a lot. Let y'all come along with on the process. Speaking of, I think I picked a wallpaper color for those of you that's seen the wallpaper. I know they're all crazy. You know, I had some people that were like, I don't like none of them. But let me just preface this by saying I want something bold and a little crazy in there. Or, you know, something bold. I don't necessarily want something crazy, I should say. But I do want something bold in there. And I don't want to paint it. I don't want paint. I know I want wallpaper. And I want a color on the wallpaper. I think I have it narrowed down to what I want. But, you know. I mean, I just kind of wanted to see what everybody else's thoughts were. And I really do like the pink one and the colorful one. But it would, like, require probably me to do new countertops. Like, I would have to paint the cabinets. And honestly, I mean, I don't even look like I brush my hair most days. So I don't even have to, like, you might as well hang that up. This blue is Craft Smart. It's from Michael's. It's bright blue from Craft Smart. I just got it I buy it like in a bigger container, but put it in like a honey bottle. But that's the color. And I actually mixed just a little bit of like navy blue in with it. Like a navy blue. And I used Anita's, which they don't make anymore. But you can use, it's basically like, it just happened to be a little bottle that I had left here. But you can use the, I use the Hobby Lobby brand paint most of the time. So, that is, you can use the navy in that to mix it. I didn't mix a whole lot in there, just a little bit to kind of tone it down a little. I'm going to put a coat of blue on this, and then I'm going to go back and I think I'm going to go up a little bit higher with that. These stars looking a little janky, but I'm going to clean them up. I'll come back and clean them up. Listen, I'm trying today. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think I might go up a little bit on that. I think I'm going to go up to this. I don't take out my double lines when I'm doing like my demos, so this one it'll have more distinct lines. I just like to cut it and then paint it, and then I go back and fix it when I make the file. This is kind of like the rough draft of the file. Yeah, cute. Actually, I think I might end up going like that. Okay, so let's do the beak. And I need it to be like, not orange, but not yellow. So let's put a little bit of this orange in there. This is like a dark orange. I mean, is a goose's beak, is it orange or is it, I don't know. Hey, Cindy. Oh, you're the one that asked about the color. Sorry, I'm trying to read from my phone from far off. Yeah, Gina, we're the last ones to get, you know, if you do something like, you know, painting, like normally my door doesn't have, you would think I would just have time to cut and paint a door hanger for me, but very rarely do I do that. Still got spring tulips on there, which that's fine, but I'm gonna mix up like a yellow, mostly yellow with a little bit of orange, so it kind of makes like a not bright orange, but I'm gonna say this is a goose beak color. I always grab the jankiest paintbrush to try and paint with. Oh my goodness, he's looking so cute. Look at him. That's cute. Oh, you are too kind, Tammy. Thank you. Listen, I just be slapping paint on and hope for the best most days. You just learn as you go. I look back at stuff I did a long time ago and I think, yikes. And sometimes I look at stuff I do now and I say, yikes. So, you know, you'll have that. I used this black yesterday. This dried out. So let's go and throw that away. And let's do some black. I got to organize my paint bottles because I legit have got a mess over here. A mess, I tell you. A mess. Alright, so I'm going to do black for his little eyeballs. For his little eyeballs. I think I might add him some little lashes too. Not like girly lashes, but just, you know. Because, I mean, everybody's got eyelashes. So, I feel like he needs some lashes too. Thank you! I thought he was cute too, Sherry. I thought he was cute. I mean, he would be cute just to paint, like on a canvas too. You know, so you do know you can use those JPEGs that are actually like SVG files that are in Art Girls. You can use them as like a canvas tracer too. You just size it to whatever you want to do. So like if you're doing a paint class and you're like, we're going to paint this goose, you can use that tracer as, you know, for canvas. So, well, I mean, I'm just painting a circle, so it's not really like hard to do it upside down. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. He's cuter than I thought he was gonna be. I gotta paint his nose holes. So, and I need to work on this. So let's flip this around because I want to add some little white stars on this, and I'm just going to use a paint pen to do it. Let me grab my paint pens over here. Let's see. Okay, because this is dry, so I'm just going to use I'm just using a Posca pen. Well, let's get some little ink in there, buddy. Okay. Actually, it may not be dry. I could have lied to you. I don't think it is dry. Hold on. Let's blast this with the blow dryer for a second. Thanks, Lindsay. Okay. Maybe that'll be better. I'm just adding like some little stars on here. And I'm not making sure they're like perfect. I'm just gonna draw them out. On the template in the SVG, it will already have stars on it. I just didn't add them on my demo. I literally drew him out real quick and was like, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the stars, you know. And of course, if there's something you don't want on there, you can just, you know, not use it, just paint over it, not trace it, whatever. Okay, quit playing with me, marker. I don't know what it is about a white Posca pen. Sometimes they just, they make me want to say ugly things about them. I won't, but it's like, gosh, why don't you just write? And I think this is a new one, and it just needs like to like, this is one I hadn't really used that much. Sometimes when they're newer, and I will say sometimes, like, I love some Posca, but sometimes you get some that are, they work really good, and then sometimes you get them and they act like they don't like you. And I think that's just with any paint pen, so it's not anything to do necessarily with Posca, because they're great. I love them. They just aggravate me sometimes because they don't do what I want them to do. And again, it could be operator error. You know what I'm saying? It could be operator error. But just adding those little stars on there just make it really cute. mean, you can choose to leave it blue and not do stars. You don't even have to do Patriotic. So, like, I mean, well, he's got a hat on. I mean, I guess you could make it a top hat if you wanted to. But, which would kind of be cute too, you know. It'd be a party goose. Okay. So now I've got all of my like stars, and I might come back and do another coat on them. We'll see, but for right now, we ain't gonna worry about it. Okay, lay that there. We'll flip this back over because I do need to put another coat of blue on this, just because it just needs another coat on it. But I want to get another brush because my other brush was not, I did not like it. We want this to be nice and covered, and it's kind of looking a little streaky. And I'm actually going to do another coat on the red too, because it's looking a little streaky too. Usually red always requires multiple coats. I don't care what red you use. It's just the pigment in red is weird. Just doesn't cover very good. And I am going to have to straighten up my stars because they got a little crazy. They not looking like stars right now. Okay. Sorry. I can't see. I probably should use like my iPad when I'm filming. And then I could use my phone to, like, you know, that's what most professional people would do, but I'm not professional, okay? We're just not. I want to have my life together. I want to be that girl, but I ain't. This is what it is. A little bit of red. We're gonna do another little coat of red up here. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm just trying to make a mess. I mean, in a perfect world, would you want to dry this, like, between coats? Absolutely. So, like, I would want to dry that blue, but I'm on a live, and I don't like to use my, like, hair dryer too much, because it's annoying. It's probably one of my, like, things is, like, I don't like to hear that loud noise. So, all right, and I'm just gonna go and do a little bit more red there right quick, and then we can work on doing some little details on him, making him come alive. I'm kind of intrigued. Like, I don't know what made me think of this, but I want to go see the new Michael Jackson movie. Do y'all like Michael Jackson? I want to go see the new Michael Jackson movie. Why? Beats me. I don't know. I did watch his Netflix documentary a while back, and it was pretty good. I think it was a Netflix or like Prime or something. It's been a long time ago when I watched it, but I'm curious if anybody's went and seen it. I'm just not a big, like, I love to watch a movie. The movie theater, I don't really go to the movie theater that much. I just assume, and now you really, like, a lot of things come out, like, really quick now. So, you don't have to wait as long, but, hey, Penny. But, I would like to go, listen, I've got a picture of me somewhere when I was a kid with a Michael Jackson shirt on. For real. Like, I need to find that. Because, I mean, it was good. It was a good pic. I need to go dig and find it. Okay, so there's my, like, I'm trying to think, do I want to do, I think I'll do the paint pen to do, like, all the details. So I will stop and dry it, and then we'll do a paint pen to kind of add, like, all the, like, the little details on it and make it, you know, come together. okay? Because I need to do something with his, I need to do his eyes. I need to do these nose holes, but I need to wait until that's dry. Because should I do black? I feel like, yeah, I should do black nose holes, right? Yeah, probably. Let's see, I probably can do them now. And I don't even know if I liked Michael Jackson when I was a kid, but I do have a shirt with me with the Michael Jackson's like album cover on it for whatever reason. I don't even know. Really, Penny? Oh my gosh. Oh, so your daughter liked it, Laura? I want to go see it. I think it would, I mean, I could just wait until it comes out, but I do want to watch it because I did love him. He was a musical genius. He was a very good, like, he was awesome. He was such a great entertainer. Okay, let's dry this and then let's do the details. So I do have to put, like, my dryer on, okay? You know what though? I do need to touch up this star because it looks crazy. So I am gonna come in and like go around. I'm just using the paint pen. I can use a paintbrush, but I'm just gonna use the paint pen right quick and just kind of touch up my stars because they got a little crazy on the. And I'm not trying to get them like to be like a perfect star. But I do want them to like have, you know, the right shape to them. Okay. And then I just got red there, like a dummy. This still needs like touching up. Sometimes you have to go back and touch it up. That's fine. I think instead of using a paint pen to outline, I'm going to use a brush. Why? I don't know. I'm feeling very like ambitious today. Okay. All right. So, and I don't want to do like a complete outline. I just want to do like a little sketchy one. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to do like some black here. And normally when I'm doing like a outline with a paintbrush, I'll use my pinky to kind of steady like my hand so I don't get it like too. Not doing anything real crazy, but I am doing some black on there. And I try to stay as close to the lines as possible, but that are etched on here. But you know what? If you get off of them, it's fine. Like, nobody's going to take you to jail. You ain't going to get in trouble. Because 9 times out of 10, mine ain't on the lines either. I just try to create like some outlines in there and that contrast with the black. And I'm actually using like a flat tip brush on the end because I like to do that. I think it's easier. Cute. Look at him. His hat. Boom, outlined. Am I going to outline these stars? I'll come back to them. And I can use like a little bit of water to thin my black out. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll put like a little bit of water in it. Just sort of make it like an ink consistency. It just it flows a little bit better. Especially with acrylic paint, if it's sat for a while, it'll sort of get like gummy and thick, and so you can use some water to thin it back out. And I'm not trying to do like a really fine brushed or fine tipped thing. And if it gets to the point where your brush feels like it's like really thick, rinse it out or wipe it off and then start over. Okay, so I need to add like this white part of his eye. So I'm gonna come in like that and make his eyeball, okay? And we'll do the same thing on this side. Well, Ashley, you just jacking it up, sister. Got a little thick on that end. I'll come back and touch it up in a minute. All right, I am gonna add, actually half of his eye's covered up on this side because his eyeball is like underneath his hat a little bit. His hat's a little crooked. So I am gonna do like a couple little, I'm only gonna do one on that side. Yeah. All right, so let's outline. And see, my paint goes a lot farther too when it's thinner. Like I can almost do this whole area right here when it's thinner. So I might have to go in and add a little bit more white to that side because his eyeball's it's a little too small. So let's do that. Let's dry it real quick because I messed it up, okay? Don't tell nobody I messed it up, okay? Don't tell nobody. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come in with my white paint or my paint pen, and I'll just touch it up by adding like a little bit more white on that side. And see, boom, his eyeball is fixed. No harm, no foul. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this around. Well, let's do these stars right quick. So let's take this, and I'm gonna do black around the stars. Do, do, do. Okay. He's cute. He's cute. I don't know what my plans for 4th of July are this year. I haven't decided what the plan is. Last year we hosted like we just had like me and my best friends and my family, we just decided to all get together and like do a cookout and hang out, and it was a lot of fun. I want to do it again this year. Stop, he's so cute. Oh my God, thanks Jamie. Thank you, Laura. All right, so now we got to go down here and do the bow. And I'm gonna add like some little like accents on the bow to make it look like it's tied, you know, make it cute and stuff. Right now I'm just going around the edge, and I'm not going around the edge completely, like I'm being honest. I'm just sort of throwing it in there, and I am doing some, and I'm gonna add those little accents right there like that. And then I'm gonna do the lines on the bottom down here for that. Again, I'm not doing it like perfect. Like I'm kind of making it sort of messy looking. If you want to know the honest truth, I'm making it kind of messy. So, it is what it is. Okay, now I do want to come back and I want to add a little dot of like white in his eye, a little highlight. And then I want to add some little white accent lines. So I'm going to flip this around and let's see. I want to do it like, yeah. I don't want him to look like he's like cross-eyed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to look like he's... Stop. He's so dang cute. I can't even stand it. I'm going to use my paint pen to just go in and add like some little lines on here to make him cute and fun. Yep. Add that. And then I'm going to use... Stop. Stop it. He's adorable. Okay. I'm actually using the white to add like some little lines in here too. Okay. And then let's do a little white on here, on his nose. I think I need to make his eyeball bigger on this side. That little highlight in his eyes. Maybe a little bit bigger on this side. Do I want to add gray on him? I don't think I do. I really don't. Oh, look at him. Da-da-da-da. He says, happy 250 years, United States of America. You've had some quacks, but still got some quacks. But there's always hope. We always got hope. Could be worse. Okay. He's cute, isn't he? He's adorable. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, and I need to let me tie some twine on him, and then we'll make a bow for him too. I'll just have to run over here behind me and get some twine. Where's my scissors? Listen, I ain't never got nothing over here when I need it. Actually, I took my scissors back to back inside the other day when I was doing some stuff, and I took my scissors to inside my house. I only got like 50 pair up here, but you know, you only got like 2 or 3 that work really good and do what you want them to do. Thank y'all so much. Y'all make me feel so good. I do think I want to go back around those stars down there though on his thing, but I think I'm going to use a paint pen because they're really small and I don't want them to get like too crazy. Okay. He's fun. He's cute. He makes me smile. I mean, I liked my Uncle Sam. I have another patriotic design I'll probably come on and paint tomorrow, but let's do this black around these stars down here. And then we'll work on we'll do some ribbon on him. I don't know what I got as far as ribbon. I really need to like restock my ribbon. But now that I don't paint like for people anymore, I'm just doing files and blanks. I don't really need a lot of ribbon. So I'm just kind of going along the outside edge of this with a little bit of black just to help it pop a little bit. I mean, it just makes it stand out a little bit better. Okay. All right, so let's see what ribbon I got over here. Let me get some stuff, okay? I'm gonna pop this up a little bit so you can see me and hope my thing don't fall. Okay, so I think I might do like some blue. I got some blue over here. Then I got this. Let's try this too. I don't have a lot to choose from in the red, white, and blue category. So we gotta just make do with what we got. But I do got some white, so let's throw a little piece of this white on there. And this red. Maybe 2 things of red. Yeah. Let's do 2 reds. I used to have a bunch of like, that red, white, blue don't go. So let's see how this looks. It might look like a train wreck. You know, I really don't know. So let's see. I don't want to knock my thing down. Okay. All right. And I just like lay them out and just kind of, let's see. I probably could have done another like white one, but I just kind of do them like this and then just pinch them together and then fan it out. You can fan it before you like tie it off. I don't. I fan it afterwards. Sometimes I will. It just depends on how thick my ribbon is, but I just lay it out like this. I have a little bow thing, but we use it out. So, let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, do I like that? I don't know. Let's just put it on there and spread it out and see, because it could be a train wreck. I don't know. But we're going to go with it because it's patriotic and it's cute. It's red, white, and blue. And I got enough of these colors to last till Jesus comes back. So, I'm going to trim this up a little bit. Sometimes I don't want it to be as, I cut a little more. Do I waste a lot of ribbon? Probably. But you know what? It'll be fine. Everything is fine. And then I just kind of pull on it and get it the way I like it. That makes me happy. It makes me smile, and then I say ta-da. So yeah. Well, yeah. Shut up. That's cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's our little goose. He turned out cute. Might hang him on my door today. May not. I don't know. But anyway, he's cute. He'll make you smile for sure when the guests come over. So, yeah. I'm glad you hung out with me today while I painted it. And come back next time. Same bat time. Well, might not be the same time, but it'll be the same bat channel. And we'll do a little bit more. Look at my hair, y'all. What in the world? I must have slept on it wrong last night. I mean, I brushed it this morning, but jeez, I'm out of dry shampoo, so I need to get me some dry shampoo. That's why it's looking a little crazy, you know. I'm trying to let it grow again. I ain't cut out for this life, but I hope you have a good day. Send this to your friends. Hit that little arrow. And, yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time, friend. Love you big. Bye.